Brainbridge episode 19, Between Heaven and Earth, the neurobiology of prayer and nature. A blend of Gregorian chant woven into the gentle soundscape of wind in a pine forest. Welcome back to Brainbridge, where mind meets meaning. I'm your host, and today we're journeying into the dynamic territory where neuroscience, spirituality, and ecology intersect. Our topic: the neurobiological effects of Catholic prayer and spending time in nature. Two activities, one internal, one external, and yet both seem to rewire us toward healing, integration, and transcendence. Segment 1. What happens to the brain during Catholic prayer? MRI scan hums lightly in the background. Let's begin in the chapel. When a person prays, especially the structured meditative style found in Catholic tradition, such as the Rosary, Lectio Divina, or silent Eucharistic adoration, distinct patterns emerge in the brain. Functional MRI and EEG studies show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for attention, reflection, and metacognition. Deactivation of the posterior cingulate cortex and default mode network, reducing self-referential thinking, which often correlates with anxiety and rumination. Stabilized activity in the amygdala, the emotional threat detector, calmed by sustained focus and trust. A boost in gamma synchrony, enhancing a sense of unity and clarity. And critically, dopamine and serotonin, molecules of motivation and well-being, rise in availability. So when St. Teresa of Avila described prayer as an intimate sharing between friends, she may not have known she was stimulating neuroplasticity and calming the limbic system, but she certainly felt its effects. Segment 2. The neural impact of being in nature. Leaves rustle, birds call softly. Now step outside, into a wooded trail or by the sea. Exposure to natural settings alters neural activity almost immediately. Studies using EEG and fMRI show reduced prefrontal activation, lowering the cognitive load associated with modern tasks. Lower cortisol levels, a sign of decreased physiological stress. Enhanced connectivity in the insular and anterior cingulate, fostering emotional regulation and interoceptive awareness. Even a 15-minute walk in a park can increase parasympathetic tone, our body's rest and digest mode, and boost natural killer cells, a key part of the immune system. The Japanese practice of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, isn't just poetic, it's immunologically relevant. Segment 3. The synergy of prayer and nature. Now imagine this: a Benedictine monk walking slowly under pine trees, fingering a rosary. A grandmother watching birds while reciting the Psalms. A child lying in grass, whispering a Hail Mary. What happens when we combine both prayer and nature? Neuroscientifically, we witness coherent theta waves associated with deep reflection and creativity. There's internal focus and external environment. Our nervous system becomes co-regulated, not just internally balanced, but in harmony with sensory. The hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, our stress command center. The polyvagal system tunes us towards safety, curiosity, and connection. And something else happens too. The narrative self, so often fragmented in digital life, realigns with a cosmic story. Whether that story is creation, redemption, or resurrection, it becomes felt in the body. Closing reflection. Church bell rings softly, fading into a stream flowing over rocks. So what do Catholic prayer and time in nature have in common? They recalibrate us toward meaning. They soften the noise of self and open space for grace, biologically, psychologically, theologically. This isn't just mysticism, it's embodiment. So whether your next bridge is a rosary, a tree-lined trail, or both, know that you're not just seeking God or peace, you're also changing your brain. And maybe, just maybe, helping the new sphere itself evolve. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep crossing those bridges. Responsible for attention. Functional MRI and EEG. Schnester full Shit, dat zie je niet. Wacht eens hem, een schelfer, een snester, vol besnot, ze is hoog, goed naar vier, ben deze wist, gaat hier niet. Shit, dat zie je niet, nou.
Functional MRI and EEG studies. Attention, reflection, and metacognition. The functional MRI and EEG studies show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for attention, reflection, and metacognition.
Dear, functional MRI.
And EEG studies show
Increased activity in the responsible for attention, reflection, and metacognition. Dear, functional MRI studies show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for attention, reflection, and metacognition. The actual MRI studies show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for attention, reflection,